But that's not really what it was for like me coming in. That's not what it was for B coming in. That's not what it was for Sam coming in. That's not what it was for Amy coming in. The phones weren't just ringing because we said we're an agent. So a lot of people have been in the business for a long time. They think that it is going to just go, and people are just going to walk into their shop and they're just going to want them. But the industry has changed. So we all have a different perspective of the industry. So when everyone else says it's hard, we're out there making the moves to make it happen. Half the agents closed zero, and that's the people that just thought it would come to them, right? It would just, they'll come eventually. The agents close fewer than three deals, and there's agents that depend on the easy market. Not happening, not at this point. If it ever does, guess what? We're gonna crush it, right? We're gonna absolutely crush it if it ever goes back to easy. How much will we compound from easy to knowing how to actually go out and search for these people and knowing the hustle and all these people that are going to be phasing out because they're expecting it to be easy and it's not. It takes them closest to money moves. So conversion is a feeling before skill. People don't convert because of your script. They convert because of how you make them feel. Just like B was talking about in her win this morning, they didn't want to just use a realtor, but you know what? Getting into a relationship with her over the phone and saying, if we do ever need anything, we are going to go and ask you because she was a real person on the phone with them. People can feel you over the phone, and a lot of people don't understand that so much that they can feel your body language, who you are, and the voice tones that you're doing. So before they trust your like what you know, they're going to trust your energy. And before they trust your words, they're trusting your intention. So if you're going at it like, I need to close them, then they're going to feel that, right? They're going to feel exactly what you are putting out into the world. So if you're sitting there saying, I need money, I need money, I need to close them, that's the mindset you're calling people. That's the mindset that you're going after people. They're going to feel that and they're going to feel like they're at a car dealership. They're going to feel like that hesitation. I mean, does anyone know that feeling when you go into a car dealership when you're younger and you know that they're going to come after you and you're like, oh no, here they come? And that feeling is what you are giving to them when you're doing that. Your heart is the strongest conversion tool. Who you are, your value, how you're showing up, that is your biggest conversion tool. Amy can go to 100 different doors and people will invite her into their house because of who she is, who she's showing up at the door with, and they absolutely can trust her just from that. And
Liz, can I say one funny story real quick?
yeah, say a funny story.
Because you and you and B and Mel always go, it's your face, it's your face. That listing I'm getting in the fountains.
Mhm.
I asked her, I said, how did you find me? Because she had reached out just via email. And she goes, well, she goes, Amy, I'm going to be real honest with you. She goes, I got online and I went through all these realtors. She goes, but you look the most friendly and trusting. Like, uh-oh, I got to tell Liz and Mel and B that, oh, it is my face.
It's your face. It's your face coupled with who you are. So that might be the reason why they click on you or they go back and come back to you. It's because you look trusting. I don't know if any of you guys do that when you go on a doctor scroll of who are you going to use in that area and then which one do you visually feel like you are going to utilize. And people will do that with agents too. So your first picture of that's out there, it matters. A lot of people will have, when we got Brittany coming in too, a lot of people will actually have that, oh, well, this person looks kind of stuck up. This person looks this way. They don't actually want to come use you just off of what your first picture is on there. And then if they feel like they can connect with you, they come. But Amy has this real love for people. And so when she shows up at their door, they can tell that and they just say, yeah, come on into my house. Which right now with the trust issues, I mean, that's something big. That's how she's showing up. That's her heart over the conversion and scripts that she's doing. So if you're not, and then if you're not fast to your leads, it goes down every second because they're scrolling, they're searching of people. There's so much content out there right now that if you don't come in closer to jump in as soon as they're looking, they're going to come contact with somebody else. So at 5 minutes, you're in the game. Responding within 60 seconds, you increase your percentage by 400. At 10 minutes, you're adding your odds drop by 400%. 50, your leads go to the agent who they picked first. And follow up within 10 minutes versus 30 minutes increases conversion by 4 times. 78 of client work with the first agent they will talk with. So 78% is the first agent they talk with. So if somebody is, let's say even the Facebook ones, right? Everybody puts their card in there, and I do too. I'll put my card in there just because, like that, they went and seen the face, and I'll put my card in there, but I don't just stop at the card. I will go and add them. I will like something on their Facebook. I will send them a actual video of myself to say, hey, this is Liz. I seen you're looking for a realtor. I would love to help you. Please let me know when's a good time to get on the phone or text me back here, because you're giving them 2 options, right? Sometimes they feel uncomfortable. Text me back here so we can start talking about how we can best serve you. And that is going to give you where you're cut from what is like 90% of them aren't doing that. Maybe 10% have figured it out. So going in and being more of a heart-to-heart type, and then showing yourself on social media of your family, who you are, your day-to-day, that also cuts through that. And then actually getting to those leads fast. Then the core of every high conversion conversation, they need to feel that you care, that you love what you do, you believe in your mission, you're committed to serving them. And when they feel that, they will stay on the phone longer, open your messages, trust your guidance, and follow you to the finish line. Conversion begins with emotion, not information. I have a close on Monday. I have never met this person in person. They are in Seagraves. I called them. We had real conversations about him and his family and what they needed. They're first-time home buyers. They knew the house that they wanted to go to. I said, let's go see it. He said, honestly, I've already kind of seen it. Like, let's just do this. And we're closing, and he knows that he can trust me based off of just my heart and who I am as I'm talking to him on the phone. And yes, I would rather see my clients in person, but it does say something that you can close people, even if they're first-time home buyers and they've never seen you in person, because they know that you are somebody they can trust and that can guide them to the finish line. Lead gen solves every problem. If you do it fast and with heart, it will solve every problem. If you're saying, I don't have any money, I don't have anything in my pipeline, I need to pay my mortgage, lead gen. I need groceries, lead gen. I want to stop stressing about money, lead gen. Dreaming of a beach vacation, lead gen. What to put your kids in, or you want to put your kids in private school, lead gen. Wants to build generational wealth, lead gen. Your business lives or dies by your next deal. Consistent lead gen means you're always ahead. Work works. Taylor Blair. So Taylor Blair is a team lead who started Started with nothing, right? His wife didn't work, he had kids, he had to make it work, he had to make it happen. He likes to, when he speaks with people, he likes to show, like, I had $59 in my bank account and my wife didn't work and I had to make this happen and this is what I did. So he was one of the speakers at Conversion Con, and really great guy, and he was going on about this information of lead gen, and it's okay no matter where you start. If you go in and you do your lead gen, you're going to make money. The gold standard for every lead is double tap every time. Call back to back. Most people stop after one ring. You won't. How many of you do not answer the random phone calls that people call you with? Because it's probably a spam call. I don't. If they
I
call me
used to
twice,
be that way, Liz, but since I became a realtor, I answer every phone call.
yes. I don't answer every phone call on my personal number. I answer every phone call on my work number because nobody has my personal number.
I
But
do
yes, as a realtor, we have to answer.
I do both because I can't distinguish them anymore. So I'm like Amy, and you have to answer all of them. But I have figured out the way to knock out the difference between the two. But yes, I'm the same way. I don't like it.
It they will call us, and I got to tell you, I was calling people for the follow-up boss meeting last night, and the lady told me, because she was on the phone with me, and she answered. She didn't hang up on me, but I told her, hey, this is Liz. I'm also a real estate agent. I'm in Texas. I wanted to know if maybe you're using follow-up boss or not, and if maybe you thought we're doing a free mastermind on follow-up boss today. She goes silent. So I say a little bit more, and she's still silent. And I'm like, I'm not a bot. Um, did I lose you? And then she goes, are you real? Oh, yeah, I'm real. I'm a real person. She's like, oh my gosh, you sounded like one of those AI bots. And I was like, thank you. Like, I mean, I guess I have a really good voice, because she's like, they could clone your voice and use it. I was like, no, I'm a real person. I sent over my Bling card and I said, please go check me out on social medias. I am just another agent. I'm a coach. I like to communicate with everyone across Texas and other areas and collaborate. Would you like to be part of this community? And she's like, absolutely. I would love to do that. But if I just hung up, if I didn't keep trying, they would have been lost, right? And that's the same with the people that you're calling, because they think it's a trust issue, not a sales issue. They think you're a bot, because even our voices are being cloned to sound like actual people. So you really have to fight through that and let them know that you're a real person. And if people hang up on me, what do? I go and send them my QR code, which I know it's scary to scan a QR code if you think it's not the person, but I go and have to give them my QR code and I say, hey, I'm not a bot, real person, just want to collaborate with you, just want to talk to you. Please do go search me up, go see I'm a real person. Because ultimately, that's what they think. They think that we're not real people, because that's how many non-real people are calling them. Set up an e-alert, put the right homes in front of them, right in front, the right info and real conversions. So you're setting them up in Follow Up Boss. Today's meeting on Follow Up Boss, you're going to see how Erin sets up ours. So she's sharing that information, and I'm sharing how we track numbers and how we help our agents on, and what I keep, going on and on and on about, that data is power, and how you can use the data on Follow Up Boss to actually come back and utilize it for you on how many conversations versus appointments and all of that, but that's later today. 1 year pain turns on a drip that forces momentum. Everyone that is starting out business, everyone that doesn't have the drip coming back already, if you go in full speed for 1 year, even because it's going to start up before 1 year, right? You're going to get action if you're going in full speed right now. But if you go in with the mindset, I'm going all in for 1 year, you're going to start getting that back, and then it's going to compound. So you can either what some people do, slow down because it's coming back, or keep going and double what you've made last year and double what you made the year before that and double that, because you're going in and you're really putting your feet to the ground, really calling, really staying consistent, and all of that comes back around. So if you fight against I have 6 closes this month, Amy, and you keep doing your lead gen, not that she's not, she is, but you keep doing your lead gen, it's going to compound, right? It's just going to keep going. So even when you get your wins, have your wins and pay for that vacation and do those things, but schedule it and keep going, keep being consistent. Call twice a day. There are 2 peak times, 9 to 11, which is why we have this early, because our peak times in the oil field are actually 8 to 11, because people are leaving or people just got home. And then 6 to 4 or 4 to 6. So you can even call down to 7 o'clock, because we're in an oil field, we're in an industry type area. And same with in Houston, there's the oil field there too. And then we text after every call. I know I preach on that, but text after every call, follow up with a weak text, immediately touch, keeps you top of mind. So a quick text, not a weak text, quick text. Follow up with a quick text. So just like I said, when you're talking to your clients, come back in with something of exactly what you said. It shows that you're listening. They remember. They don't have it recorded like we do. So go back and let them know exactly what's happening with the text right after. And it will keep you top of mind. You're right there in the phone. They can go back and see it's your conversion. It's the fact that they know that you're on top of it, and it shows your professionalism. If you're not fast, you're last. Conversion lines die in 5 minutes. At 5 minutes, you're in the game. Respond within 60 seconds. Make it go. So this is the same one from before. I have 2 of the same in my deck. But it's good to go back and think about that after going through all of that information, because if you're not hitting them first, it's going to be a game to get them back, right? It's going to be a lot of follow-up, a lot of trust building, because they may have somebody else talking to them. Your new operating system. Work on your life, not just your business. Legion solves every problem when you do it fast and with heart. Alignment at home funnels success at work. Why is this true? It's because to have the heart that you have when you're talking to people and the alignment in yourself that they trust you. If you're not doing this stuff at home, if you're not showing up at home and putting in your schedule and making that time for the people that you love, and you're just burning out, that's going to show in who you are when you're going up against your clients. So scheduling it out and making sure you're doing the movements, then being able to clock out and be with your family, it's going to help grow who you are as a person and your business, because they're going to see that within you. You can't build a thriving business in a chaotic life. You can't show up powerful on calls if you don't show up powerful at home. Your discipline, confidence, energy, and focus all come from your personal life. When your home is aligned, your business becomes unstoppable. So if you have people at home that don't fully understand what your business is, show them what it is, bring them to one of the conventions, bring them to a meeting. I mean, honestly, just bring them along. They're going to see it, because the funny thing is that when they're not in real estate, sometimes they don't see what we see, right? Our kids, our spouses, or anybody that you have around you that isn't inside the business, they're working a W-2 job or they're doing something else. Sometimes they don't see what we're really doing, and they might not be in the belief with you, or they feel slighted because you're not taking that time with them. So having your home aligned with your vision, having your home aligned with your time, and having that blocked out matters for how you show up. don't use that as an excuse to not show up. Show up during your scheduled time, show up for your family and your personal self, things that refill you on a time that you schedule. Don't say, well, I haven't done any me time. I'm going to take 2 days off and just have me time, because it's not going to move you forward. And if you're anything like me, it's going in the back of my head where I'm like, I didn't do this. I didn't do this. I'm not having a good time anyways. So make sure you schedule it and put that in for actual turn off, which is great in the team, because within our team, we can do that. Even if like last night I'm doing a offer, I have Veronica doing the offer for me. I am at dinner over at Mel's house. Mel wasn't there, but I was at dinner over at Mel's house. Veronica's putting in the offer, and I'm able to be with my family. So we have even more leverage within the team on that. But having those times blocked out is going to give you more. Communication is everything. Every Sunday night, talk about the week. What priorities or big commitments you have. Every night when your head hit the pillow, talk about your wins of the day. Bring your spouses, your family, your kids, whoever is around you along with you. And what about with our kids? A quick catch up with them first before scrolling your phone, right? Actually talk to them, have that time with them. Those quick chats, catch each other up on live is the most important. Have them be involved with you. Take your kids with you to open houses. If they're old enough, have them do signs, have them see what you are doing. Teach them as if you would want them to be a self-serving, or not self-serving, but self-reliant business person when they come up. Get them involved with you. Don't keep it secret. You're building yourself, you're building your life, and it's beautiful. And you can help your kids know that there's another way. If you ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad, there is a dad who's like, no, you have to do it this way. And then there's a friend that's like a father figure that says, you can actually do it this way. And it's a whole nother way of thinking. And the person that's in the W-2 job that says, I have to do this, doesn't understand why their son would be going this way, because they've never been taught it. So showing your life to your family gives them that benefit, right? I mean, we're going after our own dreams, and we can bring our family along and keep them aligned with us. When you win at home, life goes smoother and you win in your business. We have work in life, paint the vision, and get everyone on board. Sometimes I talk faster than my slides, so stop chasing balance. Intertwine it. Bring them with you. Let them see the journey. I was just telling Mel I wanted to take our husbands to one of the conventions about making money work for us, and bring them along where, sometimes it's kind of like our kids, where they don't listen to us, but they'll listen to other people. Anybody else? I tell people, tell my kid that, because when mom tells them, they go, oh, it's just mom. So sometimes you have to bring them in, absorb, have them into your family. And with that, you're getting your lead gen, you're scheduling it in, you're making sure you're making your calls, you are supporting your family, you are making sure you have time for your family, and then bringing them along in your journey will make it to where, even though you're going 100% into your own business, they know why. Why are you working at this time to this time? Why can't I come into this? I don't know how many people tell me like, oh, I can't take that time away from my kids. And I'm like, okay, schedule time with your kids. Make sure it's on the calendar, which sounds untouched, right? It sounds unmeaningful because I put it on the calendar. But ultimately, we got into this business because we're business people. And what do you think millionaires do when they're running their business and then come back to their family? It's this time is this, there's structure, there's schedule, there's goals. And then what are you teaching in your family if you're not showing them that? And if you don't do it, you're not going to make and be at the goals that you want. And then what is that doing to your family? So both are very, very, very important. Bring them along with you. Make sure you schedule your Legion. Make sure that you are balanced in your work and life. And you're going to look back and your family's going to be proud. And you're going to see how much you've grown as a person, grown with your family, grown in your business, because you stayed consistent. You got to your goals and your family came along with you. That's the story I want at the end of 2026. That's the story I want every year, is that my family knows why. My family's with me. They learned with me. They grew with me. And my business grew. And I can look back and say, I did it. This is approved by Coach Lee's. I really like that picture, if you couldn't tell. It's pretty, even though it's AI, it's pretty much, it's close. So, any questions on that? Thank you. Sam thinks it's spectacular. If anyone doesn't know, Sam is on my FaceTime right now. So she couldn't get into the meeting, but she is here with us. Any other questions that we have on this? Any ahas? Anything that you thought of like, oh, I need to add that in, or I need to put that in my schedule? All of it. Yes. And if anyone wants to work on that, schedule time with me. If you need some help, you need some direction, I will help. I will sit down and make it happen. I will put the calendar in place with you. So definitely reach out if you're like, I don't even know where to start. I'll be there.